Welcome to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're unpacking an absolute milestone in internet history. To celebrate hitting a mind-boggling 500 million subscribers, MrBeast didn't just throw a normal party. No, he trapped 50 of the biggest creators from the last 15 years inside a massive cube. We're talking about a hyper-competitive, nostalgia-fueled tournament where the people who literally built the platform go head-to-head for the very first time. And here's the kicker, right? The ultimate prize for the last creator standing is $1 million. But there's a massive twist. The winner doesn't get to keep a single cent for themselves. Nope. The entire $1 million is dedicated exclusively to their subscribers. It's such a cool, high-stakes way of giving back to the exact communities that put these creators on the map in the first place. All right, let's look at our roadmap for today's explainer. We've got 1. The 50 Legend Reunion. 2. Nostalgic Trend Eliminations. 3. The Harlem Shake Shake-Up. 4. The Spicy Scoville Bluff. And 5. The Minecraft Finale. Let's dive in. First up, Section 1, the 50 Legend Reunion. To really wrap our heads around the gravity of this event, we have to look at this initial gathering. This wasn't just some random assortment of influencers. This was a hand-picked roster of the absolute legends who pioneered viral internet culture over the last 15 years. Just think about the sheer historical weight standing on that floor. You've got Fred, literally the first channel to ever hit 1 million subscribers. You've got the guys from Dude Perfect, who basically invented the bottle flip trend. And incredibly, you even have Chad Hurley in the mix, who is literally one of the original co-founders of YouTube itself. As MrBeast put it, if you looked at his computer when he was 17, his feed was basically everyone standing in that room. Moving on to Section 2, Nostalgic Trend Eliminations. So the games weren't just random tests of skill. They were highly specific callbacks to the classic viral trends these very creators helped blow up. But let me tell you, the nostalgia quickly gave way to absolute panic as the brutal, rapid-fire eliminations kicked off. The first major calling? The Cake Lamborghini game. 5 Lamborghinis set in front of the creators, but one was completely made of cake. The mechanics were incredibly tense. Players had to stand in front of the car they genuinely believed was real, and if it was cake, boom, everyone in that line is eliminated. The paranoia was off the charts. You had creators analyzing window reflections, totally second-guessing themselves, and in one seriously cutthroat moment, frantically stealing spots from each other just seconds before the timer ran out. Ultimately, car number 4 was the cake, and a massive chunk of legends were instantly wiped out. Now, what you really need to take away from this is the visible emotional toll it took on MrBeast himself. After a super stressful water bottle flip challenge wiped out even more creators, including iconic vloggers like Casey Neistat, Jimmy had to literally watch his childhood heroes walk out the door. He was ruthlessly eliminating the very people who inspired him to avoid, working a regular job at Walmart. It honestly made this tournament just as emotionally taxing as it was physically demanding. All right, Section 3, the Harlem Shake Shake-Up. Just when the creators thought they had a handle on the physical nature of the games, the whole environment shifted. We enter the chaotic mid-game, where challenges pivoted from physical dexterity straight into, sensory and mental overload. First, they bombarded the creators with weird, stressful train noises just to mess with their heads. Then, the curtains dropped to reveal literally hundreds of mannequins. The rules were highly specific. When the copyright-cleared Harlem Shake beat dropped, 5 actual humans disguised among the mannequins would move slightly. The first 15 creators to successfully input the numbers of those 5 humans would survive. Talk about finding a needle in a haystack. And this brilliantly illustrates how the pressure just cooked these creators. Initially, groups promised to work together. They agreed to sweep the room in a clockwise direction and share their findings. Very noble, right? But the second spot started running out, that teamwork totally evaporated. Creators bypassed the whole visual puzzle entirely and just started spying on each other, literally stealing the final input codes right off their friends' screens to secure their own survival. And man, that ruthless energy carried right into the Floor is Lava challenge. Handcuffed in teams of 3 and forced to cross a literal lava floor using only 2 small circular pads, coordination was absolutely everything. And in a shocking twist of fate, YouTube's own co-founder, Chad Hurley, accidentally touched the lava. Just like that, he eliminated his entire team and ended his own run for the million. Next up, Section 4, the Spicy Scoville Bluff. With the herd thinned down to just the top 6, the physical games completely ended and the psychological warfare began. This challenge wasn't even picked by MrBeast, it was handpicked by the Sidemen. It set up a brutal game of deduction and poker faces. 2 players faced off at a podium.
The player with the older channel had the power to either eat a chip or force their opponent to eat it. The twist? One chip was totally normal, and the other was an absolutely brutal 2 million Scoville spicy chip. The non-eating player had to guess which chip was eaten based purely on the eater's facial expressions. In the first matchup, May chose to eat, taking a massive bite of the not spicy chip. But Allier correctly deduced she was just faking a struggle, and he survived.
But the second matchup, it was legendary. Jelly was selected by Cute Girl Hairstyles to eat the chip. Jelly consumed the 2 million Scoville chip, which is insanely hot, by the way, and stared dead into her eyes without shedding a tear, without sweating, without even breaking his casual conversation. His poker face was so flawless that she guessed to eat the regular chip. The exact second she locked in her wrong answer, Jelly immediately broke character, demanded milk, and admitted he was literally dying inside. It was an absolute masterclass in bluffing that secured his spot in the finale. And finally, Section 5, the Minecraft finale. That brings us to the ultimate showdown. After 47 eliminations, Mr. Beast brought the tournament perfectly full circle back to his very first video topic, Minecraft. The final three, Alia, Phil, and Jelly, had exactly 1 hour to hop onto computers and build the best Minecraft house possible. But here's the massive twist that changes the whole game. The winner wouldn't be decided by Mr. Beast. Instead, all the eliminated YouTubers who'd been resting in the Motrin Recharge Lounge were brought back out to act as the final jury. So the final three had to build something that would actually win over their peers. As you can imagine, we saw vastly different architectural strategies emerge under the ticking clock. Phil leaned into a massive, structurally complex, defensive treehouse fortress, something really imposing and classic. On the flip side, Jelly realized that a regular house probably wouldn't stand out to the jury. So what did he do? He built a highly unique, conceptual house designed entirely for a single being named Little Jimmy. It was this incredible contrast of sheer scale versus pure creativity. And right in the middle of this chaotic, frantic building session, reality tapped on the glass. The current CEO of YouTube, Neil Mohan, suddenly appeared on set. While the final three were literally sweating over digital blocks, Neil presented Mr. Beast with a breathtaking, custom 500 million subscriber award. It was such a surreal, grounding moment that reminded everyone exactly why they were all standing inside that cube in the first place. Looking back at this entire insane tournament, it's just a massive testament to how far this platform and its creators have come over the last 15 years. The nostalgia, the betrayals, and the million-dollar stakes made for an absolute roller coaster of an explainer. So I'll leave you with this. Which classic internet trend are you most nostalgic for? And if $1 million for your subscribers was on the line, what would you have built in that Minecraft finale? Thanks for hanging out with us. Keep learning and keep exploring.